Have a look at them all very excited. You know, Wayne's been pacing around.
And pancakey.
Oh!
Number 10. Rings in the car. As the atmosphere buzzed with joy and anticipation, the moment arrived for the exchange of rings, symbolizing love and commitment. However, a hush fell over the gathering when the bride realized she had forgotten the rings in the car.
Have a look at them all very excited. You know, Wayne's been pacing around.
Yeah, it's
You all right to get that?
I'll get it.
Her cheeks flushing with embarrassment. Sensing her distress, one of her bridesmaids sprang into action, dashing off to retrieve the precious symbols of their union. Amidst the murmurs of understanding and reassurance, the brief pause only served to heighten the scene of anticipation, reinforcing the sincerity and spontaneity of the occasion. Number 9. Dance Gone Wrong. Amidst the jubilation of their new union, the newlyweds revealed the start of their life together. Overflowing with excitement, the groom shed his coat and swept his bride onto the dance floor. Their movements fluid and carefree. But as they twirled in each other's embrace, an ambitious attempt at a dramatic bow maneuver led to a calamitous misstep. With a gasp and a laugh, they tumbled to the ground, their elegant dance transformed into a moment of shared laughter and affection. Despite the mishap, their bond only grew stronger as they rose, brushing off the mishap with smiles and adoration. Number 8. Cake on the ground. With boundless enthusiasm, the man descended the stairs, cradling the magnificent wedding cake in his hands. Eager to share in the celebration, he hurried toward the table, his heart brimming with joy. Yet, in a moment of unfortunate misfortune, his foot caught on an unseen obstacle, sending him crashing to the ground in a flurry of frosting and tears. Laughter erupted from the guests as the man, undeterred by the mishap, joined in the mirth. Sometimes, overexcitement can cause these disasters. Number 7. Cake face. In the clip, the groom's playful gesture of smashing the cake into his bride's face takes a chaotic turn as she struggles to shield herself from the sugary onslaught. Despite her efforts, the forceful impact leaves her makeup smeared and her emotions raw. As the realization of her ruined appearance sinks in, tears well up in her eyes, a poignant contrast to the light-hearted atmosphere moments before. Number 6. Cheating bride. As the wedding ceremony unfolds, the groom found himself overwhelmed with gratitude for the love and support he had received from his bride-to-be.
I truly love you. There's one thing I wanted to talk to you about, but I couldn't figure out the words to express.
Oh!
Unable to articulate his feelings in words, he sought to express his appreciation through actions. However, the mood took a dramatic turn as a shocking video began to play, revealing the bride's infidelity with another person.
Thank you for always being there for me. You made me. So I figured the best way to bring it up to you would be to show you.
Oh my God! What the? Oh, hell no.
Gasps of disbelief filled the room as the guests and even the bride herself were caught off guard by the unexpected revelation. Yet, amidst the shock and betrayal, the groom's demeanor shifted from one of appreciation to one of quiet resolve. With a steely gaze, he harbored a sense of righteous indignation, his expression tinged with a hint of vengeance. Though the betrayal cut deep, his reaction reflected a determination to confront the truth and perhaps seek closure in the face of heartbreak. Number 5. Hot-headed groom. A wedding day is usually considered to be the happiest day in a couple's life. But for one hot-headed groom, that was definitely not the case. During the cake-cutting ceremony, what began as a joyful tradition quickly turned into a scene of distress and aggression. As the knife slipped from the couple's grasp, the groom's initial distress was evident, hinting at underlying tension. Despite this setback, they proceeded to cut the cake, but the groom's demeanor grew increasingly agitated. When he abruptly seized the plate from the server, his actions became forceful and erratic, betraying a simmering anger beneath the surface. As the couple shared the cake, the groom's consumption turned aggressive, mirroring his escalating emotions. His attempt to open the champagne bottle ended in frustration, culminating in a violent outburst as he hurled the bottle to the ground and kicked the table in a fit of rage. The horrified audience recoiled, shocked by the sudden eruption of anger on what should have been a joyous occasion. Concerned guests swiftly intervened, restraining the groom and diffusing the tension that hung heavy in the air. Number 4. Arrogant groom. In a moment meant for shared love and intimacy, the groom's actions spoke volumes of his true intentions. As the bride tenderly fed him cake, anticipating reciprocation, the groom's selfishness was unveiled when he chose to feed himself instead of returning the gesture. The disappointment etched across the bride's face was palpable as she realized the depth of his disregard for their bond. With a heavy heart, she took matters into her own hands, symbolically distancing herself from her husband's selfishness by eating the cake alone. The rift between them widened, marking a somber note in what should have been a moment of unity and affection. Number 3. Not the first choice. In a bold and brutally honest wedding speech that has set social media abuzz, groom Ian captivated his audience with a candid revelation about the night he first met his now wife, Katie. Standing before their astonished guests at Loch Green Hotel in Troon, Ian began by expressing gratitude to Katie before launching into the unexpected twist of his narrative. With a mischievous grin, Ian recounted the fateful evening, describing the initial spark of their connection and the exchange of numbers that followed. However, the atmosphere shifted as Ian confessed to leaving momentarily, only to return and find Katie engaged in a passionate embrace with another man.
Now that I've said my thank yous to my beautiful wife, I do feel that Katie and I actually need to be a little bit more honest with you both. And I feel that I really need to fill in the blanks for you right now. So the night went on, Katie talking at me nodding, laughing. Now, after that, I apologised to Katie for my lack of chat. But I was so out of practice that I didn't even take her number, and instead went outside to get us a couple of drinks.
Despite the potentially awkward nature of his revelation, Ian deftly navigated the delicate balance between humor and sincerity, laughing off the unexpected turn of events. Yet, beneath the light-hearted banter, there lingered a hint of vulnerability as Ian playfully teased that his marriage might meet a similar fate tonight. Ian's willingness to share such a personal anecdote with candor and humor not only endeared him to his audience, but also underscored the strength of his bond with Katie. In embracing vulnerability and laughter, Ian set the tone for a marriage grounded in honesty, resilience, and the ability to find humor in life's unexpected twists and turns. Number 2. Wedding or a fight-off. Amidst the traditional sweetness of sharing sweets, tension brewed between the Indian couple as the groom forcefully fed the bride, triggering a retaliatory act. In a swift response, the bride smashed the same sweet into the groom's face, sparking a heated exchange. What began as a tender moment quickly escalated into a chaotic scene reminiscent of a wrestling match, with slaps engaged and tempers flaring. The once serene wedding ambience transformed into a tumultuous arena, highlighting unresolved tensions and disrupting the harmony of the occasion. Number 1. Waffle-wedded wife. As the poignant moment of exchanging vows unfolded, the atmosphere brimmed with anticipation and sentimentality. However, the solemnity of the occasion took an unexpected turn when groom Andrew accidentally uttered waffly instead of lawfully while reciting the vows, humorously adding pancakey to the mix. Laughter rippled through the gathered guests as they delighted in Andrew's slip of the tongue, their amusement echoing throughout the venue. Yet, amidst the laughter, the bride found herself overcome with uncontrollable giggles, her joyous outburst threatening to disrupt the solemnity of the moment.
Andrew placed the ring on Melissa's hand and repeat after me. Paul Daniel Engstrom.
I'm gonna put it on the wrong way. Andrew Paul Daniel Engstrom.
Do take Melissa Renee Warren.
Do take Melissa Renee Warren. And pancakey.
Sensing her struggle to contain her laughter, the couple shared a knowing glance, their love shining through even in the midst of lighthearted chaos. With a pause to allow the bride to compose herself, the couple embraced the laughter-filled hiccup in their ceremony, embracing the imperfections that make their love story uniquely theirs. And as they continued their vows, they embarked on their journey together with hearts full of laughter and love, ready to embrace whatever adventures lie ahead. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.